Audio Jungle.
My dear students, how are you? I hope all you are well. In this pandemic situation, this is very crucial time. We don't know when we can meet, but I am missing my students and my lovely school campus of Milestone School and College. One thing that will inspire me very much now, that your like and comments in my videos, and I hope you will continue to give like and comment in my videos. That will inspire me for making good videos. So my dear students, let's start today's class.
Audio Jungle.
My dear students of class 6, today I will discuss from chapter 2, exercise 2.3, all the MCQ with explanation that will help you for your better understanding. So let us see the solution of all the MCQ. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to solve all the MCQ from exercise 2.3, explain how to solve this MCQ, know how to solve MCQ within a short period of time, know the basic related with this MCQ, and lastly explain unitary method. Let's see again, at the end of this lesson you will be able to solve all the MCQ from exercise 2.3, explain how to solve this MCQ, know how to solve within a short period of time, know the basic related with this MCQ, explain unitary method. So my dear students, review of previous lesson. My dear students, in the last class you have solved some examples from a chapter 2.3. Now I am giving you 2 minutes to solve a math. 20 workers can dig a pond in 15 days. How many workers can dig the pond in 20 days? My dear students, your time starts now. So you will solve this math and tell me the answer. Thank you. So now we will enjoy a video. That video is on unitary method. I hope you will enjoy. Let's see the video.
Problem. 20 such pens cost 400 rupees. So how much does one pen cost? Don't worry, it is not difficult. To find the cost of one pen, we divide the total cost by 20. So the cost of one pen is equal to 400 by 20, which equals 20 rupees. So one pen costs 20 rupees. So this problem was very simple. If we are given the total cost of many items, we divide the total cost by the number of items to find the cost of one item. Here's the next problem. 20 pens cost 400 rupees. Find the cost of 30 such pens. If you think the previous problem was easy, this one should also seem easy. But that is not always the case. When students see that they have to find the cost of 30 pens, they tend to get confused. We found out the cost of one pen to be 400 by 20, which is 20 rupees. So think about it. You have the cost of one pen. What will be the cost of 30 pens? It's simple. It will be 30 multiplied by the cost of one pen. So cost of 30 pens is 30 multiplied by 20 rupees, which equals 600 rupees. It was as simple as that. So 30 pens cost 600 rupees. Let's analyze what we just did. We were given the cost of a set of pens, and we were asked to find the cost of another set of pens. Here, we are given the total cost of 20 pence. We have been asked to find the cost of 30 pence. To find the total cost of 30 pence, we first found out the cost of 1 pen using this information. And then we found the cost of 30 pence by multiplying the cost of 1 pen with 30. This method of finding the cost of 1 unit first and then multiplying by the number of units to find the total cost is called the unitary method. Remember, cost of 1 unit first and then the total cost accordingly. There is another interesting way in which we can look at it. The question says that 20 pence cost 400 rupees. So how much do 30 pence cost? Cost of 30 pence is given as 400 multiplied by 30 divided by 20. Wow, we used just one step. We just multiplied these two terms and divided this product by this term. There are two ways in which you can understand this. First, we're actually dividing 400 by 20 to get the cost of 1 unit and directly multiplying this by 30 to find the total cost of 30 units. So what we did using 2 steps previously is done in 1 step here. This gives us the cost of 1 unit, and its product with 30 gives us the total cost of 30 units. Second, 400 by 20 will always equal total cost of 30 pence by 30. This is obvious since each ratio is equal to the cost of 1 pen. As this is proportion, product of extremes should equal the product of means. So 400 multiplied by 30 should equal 20 multiplied by cost of 30 pence. And then we transpose 20 to the other side to get the cost of 30 pence. Anyway, this was just for your better understanding. So 20 multiplied by 20 is 400 and 20 multiplied by 30 is 600 rupees. Both methods are essentially the same. It's just that we have solved this one in 1 step instead of 2. This is also called the unitary method. So if we have to generalize it, we can say that if A items cost rupees B, then C items will cost B by A multiplied by C. B by A is the cost of 1 item and C is the total number of items.
I hope you enjoyed the video, my dear students. Let us start today's MCQ. Exercise 2.3, solution number 1. See the question first. That is the table. In the following chart, match the expressions of the left to the of the right. Okay, that is the solution. As you can see, A number, ratio, that would be a fraction, as already you know. Unit ratio, that would be 9:9 because antecedent and the subsequent will be the same. Symbol of percentage, that would be percentage sign. Ratio in greater inequality, that would be antecedent is bigger than subsequent. In here 7 is the antecedent and 3 is the subsequent. Ratio in less inequality, 1:5. Antecedent will be lesser than subsequent. In here antecedent is 1 and subsequent is 5. So this is our solution of question number 1. Let us see the solution number 2. What is ratio? These are the options: a fraction, an integer, an odd number, a prime number. As you can see, this is the answer, a fraction. Okay, that is the marked part. This is our answer. Let's see the explanation why ratio is a fraction. That is our explanation. Of two quantities of the same kind, one is how many times or parts compared to the other can be expressed by fraction. As you can see, this is the fraction line. So ratio is a fraction. This fraction is called ratio of two quantities. So we can say that ratio is a fraction. So my dear student, this is solution number 2, ratio, and these are the options, and you can see from the explanation that ratio is a fraction. Let us see the solution number 3. That is the question, which is the equivalent ratio of 2:5 of the followings. Let us see the options. A 2:3, B 4:9, C 4:10, D 5:2. As you can see, the marked part, that colorful part in here, that is C 4:10 is our desired answer. Let's see how we get this answer. Explanation. Two ratios that have the same value are called equivalent ratios. That means that would be the same value. To find an equivalent ratio, multiply or divide both antecedents and subsequent by the same number except 0. That means except 0 you can multiply the antecedent and subsequent with any kind of number, but that number will be the same number. It is the same process as finding the equivalent fraction. Now 2:5 equals to, we can write, because as we know ratio is a fraction, we can write down 2 divided by 5, and the same number we will multiply with the antecedent and subsequent, equals to 2 multiplied by 2, 5 multiplied by 2, and 2 is the same number, equals to 4 divided by 10, equals to 4:10. Therefore 2:5 and 4:10 are equivalent ratios. So my dear students, this is our third question, and these are the options. The answer will be 4:10, and you can see the explanation and you will understand this solution number 3. Let us see solution number 4. That is the question, which of the following is the compound ratio of 3:4 and 4:5? Let us see the options. A 15:16, 12:20, 7:9, 12:16. As you can see the marked part, my dear students, that is our answer. Let us see the explanation how we get that answer. This is the explanation. The ratio obtained by whose antecedent and subsequent are formed by the products of antecedents and subsequent of more than one simple ratio is called mixed or compound ratio. That is the definition of mixed or compound ratio. As you can see, we have to find out this mixed ratio of simple ratio, that 3:4 and 4:5 is 3 multiplied by 4, because antecedent multiply with antecedent and subsequent multiply by subsequent, that means 4 multiplied by 5. 3 multiplied by 4, that would be 12, is to 4 multiplied by 5, that would be 20. So if we want to find mixed or compound ratio, we have to multiply antecedent with the antecedent, subsequent with the subsequent. That is the formula you need to know, and you have to remember this. So 12:20 is our desired answer. So my dear students, this is solution number 4. The answer will be 12:20, and you can see the explanation and you will understand this formula. Let us see solution number 5. In the ratio 3:20 is expressed into percentage, which of the following is correct? That is our question. Let us see the options. 3%, 20%, 15%, 17%. The answer will be the marked part, 15%. Let us see the explanation how we get this answer. Explanation. 3:20 equals to 3 divided by 20. As we know, ratio is a fraction. For expressing into percentage, we need to multiply by 100 both numerator and denominator. So this is the process of expressing into percentage. 3 divided by 20 equals to 3 multiplied by 100 divided by 20 multiplied by 100 equals to 3 multiplied by 5, because if we reduce 100 by 20 we get 5, divided by 100. So we get 15 by 100, and for this 100 we can write down the percentage sign. As you know, percentage equal to 1 divided by 100. So this is our desired answer, 15%. So this is the question, my dear student. Answer will be 15%, and this is the explanation. From this explanation you understand already that the answer is 15%. That is solution number 6. 1% of 200 centimeter is, let us see the options: 2 meter, 1 meter, 2 centimeter, 1 centimeter. As you can see the marked part, my dear students, this is our desired answer. Let us see the explanation. 1% of 200 centimeter, how can we write this? Let's see this in the second line, equals to 1 divided by 100, because of this percentage sign we can write down 1 divided by 100. So 1 multiplied by 1 divided by 100 of 200 centimeter, and if we multiply 1 with 1, that means numerator with the numerator we get 1 divided by 100 multiplied by 200. Because of we can write down this multiplication sign, and if we reduce 200 by 100 we get 2 centimeter. That is our desired answer. So my dear students, this is the question. 1% of 200 centimeter is, that is our desired answer, 2 centimeter, and you can understand this explanation. Solution number 7. In the ratio 1:5, the first option is the antecedent is 1, the subsequent is 5, the inverse ratio is 5:1. So our question is, which is the correct answer? That means from these 3 options you have to find out which options are correct. Number A 1 and 2, number B 1 and 3, number C 2 and 3, number D 1, 2 and 3. Let us see the explanation. Before that, this marked part is our answer. That means D number 1, 2 and 3, this is our desired answer. Let us see the explanation how we get this answer. Here 1:5 is a simple ratio. The first quantity of simple ratio is called antecedent. That means the antecedent is 1. You can see the first quantity is called antecedent. The second quantity is called subsequent. That means 5 is our subsequent. That is also correct. By interchanging the antecedent and subsequent of a simple ratio is called inverse ratio. This is the definition of inverse ratio. And if we interchange 1:5, then we get 5:1. So the number 3 is also correct. So this is the question, my dear students, of solution 7, and the answer will be 1, 2 and 3, and you can understand this explanation. And from this explanation we see that 1, 2 and 3 is our desired answer. Let us see the solution number 8. Of 100 boys and girls, if 60% are girls, number 1, the number of girls is 60, the number of boys equal to 40, the ratio of boys and girls equals to 3:2. Which is the correct answer? Let us see the options. A 1 and 2, B 1 and 3, C 2 and 3, D 1, 2 and 3. As you can see the marked part, this is our desired answer. Let us see the explanation how we get this answer. Explanation: the number of girls equals to 60% of 100. That is our given information from the stem. So instead of percentage sign we can write down 1 divided by 100. That means 60 divided by 100 of 100. And instead of 100, if we write multiplication, then we can reduce 100 and 100, we get 60. So number 1 is correct. number of boys equals to 100 minus 60, that would be 40. So 40 is also correct because 100 is the total. The ratio of boys and girls, that would be 40 is to 60. That is 2 is to 3 divided by 20 both sides. But the thing is, in here it is written 3 is to 20, the ratio of boys and girls. So this one is not correct. So we will get the answer 1 and 2. So my dear students, this is our desired answer of solution number 8. As you can see the explanation, we get the answer number 1 and number 2 correct, but number 3 is not correct. Let us see the solution number 9. From this figure, you have to answer question 9 and 10 in the light of the following information. Each part of the following diagram is equal in here because this is the figure and each part of this diagram is equal to each other. That is the question number 9. What is the ratio of the marked part and the whole part of the diagram? Let us see the options. 1 is to 4, 3 is to 4, 4 is to 3, 4 is to 1. My dear students, that is the marked part 1 is to 4. That is our desired answer. Let us see the explanation. From the figure, the whole parts are 4. In here you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. That is whole part is 4 and the marked part is 1. That means this is the marked part and it is 1. So the ratio of the marked part and the whole part is 1 is to 4, as you can see. So my dear students, this is answer 9 is 1 is to 4, as you can see the explanation. Now solution number 10, that is the figure, and based on this figure you have to answer this 10 number question also. So this is the question: what is the area of the greatest square of the diagram? 1 square meter, 2 square meter, 3 square meter, 4 square meter. 4 square meter is our desired answer, as you can see the marked part. Let us see the explanation how we can get this answer. We know the area of the square is equal to one side square. That is the formula of area of the square. In this figure, one side equals to 2 meter. As you can see, the greatest square is full. This diagram is full, the greatest square. So one side is 2 meter. So the area is one side whole square, because you can write the square is equal to one side square. Then we can write down 2 whole square, because one side is 2, and meter square. 2 whole square means 2 multiplied by 2 meter square. That is 4 meter square equals to 4 square meter. That is our desired answer. So this is question number 10, my dear students. As you can see, the answer is 4 square meter. From the explanation, you can understand it very easily. The answer is 4 square meter. So let us see the solution number 11. Answer questions 11 and 12 using the following information. So that is the information: 2 men or 3 boys can finish a piece of work. 2 men upon completing the work got taka 900. That is the question number 11. How many men's work can 9 boys do? That is our desired options: 4 persons, 6 persons, 8 persons, 12 persons. As you can see the marked part, 6 persons is our desired answer. Let us see the explanation. From the stem we get 3 boys equals to 2 men. You can see 2 men or 3 boys. Or means equal. That's why you can write 3 boys equals to 2 men, because we have to find out 9 boys equals to how many men or how many persons. So 1 boy is equals to, obviously it is less, so 2 divided by 3 men by unitary method. And 9 boys equals to, obviously it is more, so 2 multiplied by 9 divided by 3. And you know, if it is more we will do multiplication, and if it is less we will do in the second line division. So that is our desired answer, 6 men. Divide 9 by 3 equals to 3. So my dear students, that is the solution number 11. We get the answer is 6 men from the unitary method we use. Solution number 12, that is the answer questions 12, 11 and 12 using the following information. That is the following information you know. What amount of money would each boy get if 3 boys would do the work? Let us see the options. 1350 taka, 900 taka, 450 taka, 300 taka. So explanation will be, we will see. As you know, that is the desired answer, 300 taka. This is the marked part, 300 taka is our desired answer. Let us see the explanation how we get this answer. From the stem we get 2 men equals to 3 boys. So 2 men got equals to 900 taka, because from the studying right, 2 men got 900 taka. So 3 boys get taka 900 because 2 men equals to 3 boys, the same thing. So 1 boy get obviously less, and that would be division. So 900 divided by 3. If we reduce, we get taka 300 is our desired answer. So this is the solution number 12, and the answer will be 300. From the explanation, you can understand it easily. Solution number 13. Yusuf has obtained 70% of marks. What marks has Yusuf obtained of the total marks of examination are 700. That is the option 500, 490, 940, 904. As you can see the marked part, 490 is our desired answer. So let us see the explanation how we get this answer. Given total marks equals to 700, Yusuf obtained 70% of total marks. So 70 multiplied by 1 divided by 100, instead of percentage we can write. So if we reduce 700 divided by 100, we get 7. So 70 multiplied by 7, that would be 490. That is our desired answer. So my dear student, this is the question of 13, and the answer will be 490. From the explanation, as you can understand how we get this 490. The last question, solution number 14. What is the price of 5 kg rice if the price of 8 kg rice is taka 168? This is our option, taka 150, taka 105, taka 110, taka 125. That is our desired answer is B number, because this is the marked part. Let us see the explanation. By using unitary method, the price of 8 kg rice equals to taka 168. So the price of 1 kg rice, that would be less. So we divide 168 divided by 8. The price of 5 kg rice equals to taka 168 multiplied by 5, that would divided by 8. And if we reduce, divide 168 by 8, we get 21. And if we multiply 21 by 5, we get taka 105. That is our desired answer. So my dear students, question number 14, this is the solution 105, and this is our explanation. 105 is our desired answer. So summary of today's lesson. We enjoyed a video on unitary method. We have to solve all the MCQ from exercise with explanation. Some important information that you might remember again. Of two quantities of the same kind, on is how many times or parts compared to on another can be expressed by fraction. This fraction is called ratio of two quantities. Two ratios that have the same value are called equivalent ratios. The ratio obtained by whose antecedent and subsequent are formed by the products of antecedent and subsequent of more than one simple ratio is called mixed or compound ratio. So this is the summary of today's lesson, my dear student. That is the important topics of you, that is about ratio, and we have solved all the MCQ. and this is mixed or compound ratio. So my dear students, today's OSW is from exercise 2.3, page number 67. Do number 18 and 19 as a homework. Enjoyed the class and understand everything very clearly. If you have any question, you can ask me in Messenger group class or in Zoom class, no problem. We will meet together again. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.